All right, where am I now? It's cold out here. What do I see? Snow, and behind me some snow, and in front of me some snow. Oh dear. It's everywhere! The nothingness, the whiteness, the endlessness. Oh god. I don't like snow because A, it's cold, and B, it's cold. Oh, look! There's a little town! This place is called the Icicle Inn. I see a doggy! Hello. Nanaki would like you. But I'm sorry, right now we're on a mission. We're tracking down Sephiroth. So that doggy's gonna have to wait. But look at this place. Stuff! I like stuff. Hello, smallish person. Would you please assist me in the purchase of whatever it is I'm going to buy? What are you selling? Oh, that's a lot of materia slots. As is that. But I am the sort of person that prefers my double materia growth. And these weapons all have normal materia growth. However, these could come in useful, so I'll get a few tents. I might use them, I might not. Who knows? I just think I'd feel guilty leaving a store without buying anything. Whew, this place is cold, and it's good. It's good to think cold thoughts, because right now in England, it is absolutely boiling! We're having a heat wave. I'm not used to heat. I don't like nice weather. I want England to be miserable again. I mean, if I turn the fan on right now, it'll be about as effective as trying to cool myself with a hairdryer. It would just blow hot air around. What's this bed? What is it? What's going on? Where am I? Ghast's house. Ghast? I think that name rings a bell. Sephiroth mentioned him. He was a great scientist who was replaced by a walking mass of complexes. Let's see if we can work his computer. Oh, videos. The original Crisis. Interesting. Ah, that's Professor Ghast. And who's that with him? That's right, you position that camera. I cannot subject my YouTube viewers to such shaky camera work. The very idea is enough to make people sick. And Ghast has quite an amazing moustache. Ifalna. That's Renette's mother. And she's going to tell us about the Citra. 2,000 years ago, our ancestors, the Citra, heard the cries of the planet. The first ones to discover the planet's wounds were the Citra at the North Pole. That's this area, the snowy area. Oh, Ghast, I already told you. It's this area. North Pole refers to this area. Yep, see? And so the Citra had a planet reading, and that's basically what Renette did all the time, having conversations with the planet. And now she'll never do it again! And so it said that something fell from the sky and landed in the North Pole. It created a huge wound, or a crater. And there's nothing the Citra could do about it. It's up to the planet to heal itself with the spirit energy. The only thing that the Citra could have actually done would be to help cultivate the planet and help guide the spirit energy to the North Pole, to the crater, so it could cure. And that is what they did. That was 2,000 years ago, and the planet still hasn't completely healed, because that was some big damage. And the planet tried to communicate with the Citra, tried to convince them to leave the North Pole. It's dangerous! Something arrived from space, landed onto the planet, and critically damaged it. And whatever it was dangerous. But did the Citra listen? No. They were like, don't worry about us, we know what we're doing. But they didn't, because just as they was about to leave, something happened. Go on, Fauna, tell 'em. That's when it appeared. It being Jenova, and it looked like their dead mothers and dead brothers, tricking their minds by showing them things that they trusted. Jenova was able to manipulate the Citra by showing them a friendly face, and then suddenly, it was too late. What did Jenova do? First approached as a friend, deceived them, and finally gave them a virus. The Citra were attacked by the virus and went mad, transforming into monsters. So all the monsters that we have to fight in this world are descendants of those infected Citra. But Jenova didn't stop there. It just carried on, moving from place to place, slowly destroying the Citra. So, Jenova could change its form. That would explain why something like the arm of Jenova could become that huge monster that we had to fight, both on the ship and in the City of the Ancients. So it appears as though Professor Gast is creating these scientific journals in the pursuit of knowledge. He wants to learn about the Citra and the history of the planet, and luckily he's managed to meet up with a Citra, being Renette's mother. And this time he's going to ask her about something called weapon. So, what it's saying here is Jenova was such a threat to the planet that it created its own defense system. And this defense was called weapon. Created by the planet, they were huge monsters of immense power, and they would protect the world, essentially sterilizing anything harmful to the planet. And the planet knew that Jenova had to be destroyed because as long as it existed, it could never really heal itself. Do you understand that? So, the planet's in danger, so it creates massive monsters to help defend it. However, it was never used, because the remnants of the surviving ancients got together and they managed to confine Jenova. The planet was no longer at risk, and so the weapons were no longer needed. They still exist somewhere, but they lie in a dormant state. Just lying there somewhere, waiting for the planet to need them. I wonder if they're going to appear in this game. What could be such a threat to the planet that weapon needs to come back? Maybe a meteor, and maybe the person summoning it. But that's a point. Jenova is still alive, and it has been reawoken by Sephiroth. That's not good. Yeah, do you know where weapon is? Maybe we can give it a wake-up call. Oi! Wake up! You can't hear the planet well? I suppose not. Like Renette said, the world's so noisy. Oh well, never mind. Thank you, Fauna. That will be all for today. So we've learnt about the appearance and the confinement of Jenova, we've learnt about the downfall of the Ancients, and now we've learnt about the weapon. Interesting, we're learning more and more about the situation. What else have we got? Confidential. Ooh. Daughter's record. Oh? What's going on? Record it for... Daughter? Fauna's daughter is Renette. So that means Professor Gast is Renette's father. Oh, right, I see. So Renette was only half an ancient, half ordinary human. And they named her Renette. Why? Why? What a weird name. Why not something more ordinary, like Melanie or Gilwyn or Jenny or Bob? Okay, let's have a look. 20 days after she was born. Oh. You know, from behind, Fauna looks like a walking Toblerone. But that's okay. It's an excellent hairstyle. So Professor Gast is a doting father. But Fauna is worried. She knows that because Renette is an ancient, certain dangers lurk around every corner, especially with people like the Shinra around. I wonder what dangers await her. But it's okay. Professor Gast is going to protect them, no matter what. If Fauna and Renette are his only treasures, he'll never let them go. Isn't Professor Gast nice? Big hug. I want a hug. Alright, to everyone watching this video, big hug. There, now no one is left out. I wonder who's knocking at the door. Don't they know it's an act of intense impoliteness to knock on a door in this game? You're not supposed to knock. You just barge your way into every single building you see. Shinra. Is that who I think it is? Hojo. With short hair. New sample? It appears as though, even back then, Hojo does not consider people to be people if they have some sort of relevance to his work. Grrr. You bet it's a nice name. Although, for some reason, I spelt it wrong. There's supposed to be an I after the E. Yeah, get out of here, Hojo. You are a jerk. So, he just barges in here and expects that we just hand over Renette at gunpoint. I don't care if you want them for your experiments. Get out, or Professor Gar shall overpower the two soldiers aiming machine guns at him, and then he shall throw you out, Hojo. So, this is what happened. Professor Garst discovered Jenova, mistook it for a Citra, and experimented with its DNA, and this ultimately led to the birth of Sephiroth. Hojo took this a few steps further, trying to create humans with the properties of the Citra, which is where all those cloaked figures came from in Nibelheim. Hojo's failed experiments. Professor Garst retreated to the Icicle Inn where he met Afauna, and they had Renette together. Hojo tracked them down, and as Citras, he wanted Renette and Afauna, but they escaped to Midgar. Unfortunately, Afauna didn't make it, and Renette was adopted. Hojo's pitiful. What a jerk. Don't watch. Alright, don't watch the video, in other words. Okay, that's it. It also appears as though, at the end there, Professor Hojo stole all of Garst's research. What a sad excuse for a scientist. Oh well, where are we going next? What's in here? Ah! Kitty! He fell off his snowboard. Who falls off their snowboard? I would never do such a thing. Because you see, I'm the master of snowboarding. And let me clarify this now. That was a joke. I am not, I repeat, not the master of snowboarding. I'm the complete opposite. Yep, in a minute we have to snowboard down a great big hill. Ah, that's nice. This guy says we can go and get a map. So we've got a vaccine, a hero drink, and here is the map. Just in case. And for some reason they've got a tree growing inside this building. Weird. Okay, we've got one more place to explore, and that's this place. The Inn. The Inn of the Icicle Inn. Although for some reason the entire town is called the Icicle Inn. I've done my best to explain everything in this game as best as I possibly can, to the best of my understanding and interpretation, but do not ask me to explain why the town is called Icicle Inn. It just don't make sense. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go down the hill. This is gonna be good. It's steep downgrade past here. Oh! But I want to go down the hill. Okay, thanks for warning me. I suppose I'm going to need a snowboard or something then, aren't I? How do I ride one first? It might help. Although, to be honest, it probably won't. I'm still going to fall off about 1,000,000 times. Yeah, you said that already. I'm still going. People? What? Uh-oh. I recognize that. That's... Elena. No, not Elena. I mean, she's the most useless Turk there is. I mean, none of them have been particularly great. We could defeat these Turks with our eyes closed. What do you mean you're not going to let me go any further? You're not in my way. You're not in between me and where I'm trying to get to. And now you are alone. You've got 2 lowly troops with you. What are you going to do? Oh, you think it's me that beat up Seng? Well, it wasn't. It was Sephiroth. Seng said, hey, why don't we go out for dinner? And then suddenly Sephiroth appeared when you ran off, and then he stabbed him. It's all in part 15 of this Let's Play. So if you don't believe me, go and watch it. Oh dear. She's going to attack me. What am I gonna do? There's no way I can avoid your punch. Oh, thanks for the warning. That was a close one. Run! Bye! Well, that's her gone. And now we're going to need a snowboard to get down that hill. Where can we get a snowboard? Yeah, they sure were. Oh, I know. How about that kid? That kid that fell off his snowboard. I'm sure he would be willing to part with his snowboard. And so that gives me all the right to walk into his house and take it. And yes, I know it's just a game. You're not supposed to question the logic of certain things, but we've got 1 snowboard. How is the rest of my team supposed to get down the hill? Thank you? Haha, tell you when I get good at it. I'm not going to tell you, because I'm not going to get good. I'm going to struggle all the way to the end. However, I will get through it, so it's okay. When I was a kid, I was really good at skateboarding, but I've never ridden a snowboard before. Okay, let's just hope that this doesn't kill me. Oh yeah! Time for some snowboarding. What am I doing? Whoa! It's too fast. Okay, I'm not gonna promise anything good here. I might be good at the rest of this game, but snowboarding isn't my strong point. Oh my god. Stop banging into the walls. Don't. Where am I going now? Sorry, Chris. Never mind. This reminds me of Cool Borders. Who remembers that? Cool Borders. Ah! God. Wow! Come on, Chris. Surely you could do better than that. No! I did that. Oh well. I'm not going to pretend that I'm any good at this. I do my best, and that's all anyone can ask for. Just subtly lowering everyone's expectations there. Whoa! Oh, for God's sake. What? Come on. Oh my God. Woohoo! Yeah, well, that's what happens when you've been playing for as long as me. I've been playing this game since I was a little kid. I'm a master at the snowboard. Poor Nanaki. Oh yeah, we don't want to freeze. Where are we? We are at a tree. Well, that's good to know. We shan't get lost now. Let's go this way. It's okay, we can remember our surroundings. Okay. So, this first screen looks like this. And the second screen looks like this. Huh? Wait a second, didn't we pass this screen already? What? Damn monsters! Ah, this bit looks different. Okay, let's go this way. We can see what we can see. Oh no, we're going down diagonally. Ah, we've leveled up Destruct. Always good. Where are we now? Looks like a hot spring. Okay, let's touch this hot spring. It shall help us survive. It's the only way. We don't want to freeze to death. Then again, we've got Nanaki with us, and Nanaki's tail is on fire. Why don't we just gather around Nanaki's tail? Should be alright. Oh dear. Now where are we? I'm just gonna leave these markers here, so I know where I am. We'll just keep doing this until we get to a landmark. I see an igloo! We're saved! Hooray! Ow. There's nothing in here but this all materia. How rubbish! Right, I'm leaving in disgust. I don't like igloos. The Igs never clean up after themselves. Those places are disgusting. Come on, we've got to make it somewhere. Ah. Okay, there's a cave. Maybe this place is better. Who's that? Hello? Huh? Wasn't trying to touch you. What? Oh dear. Seems like I upset them. I'm sorry for touching the hot spring. We needed to survive. Whoa. What are you wearing? The Knowles Pole dress sense is almost as silly as what Alexia is wearing. It is not winter wear. Alright, take a comet. That did a lot of damage. Nice one, Nanaki. Uh-oh, what's she doing? No. She's confuzzled Nanaki. How could you? Well, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to take a beta now. Bye. We win. And it serves you right. Huh? What's it? Alexander materia. Ooh, we've got a new summon. Nice. Now what? Where do we go? What? Uh-oh. Huh? What? Where am I? Okay, so I've woken up in a house, and there's a strange man. Oh dear. I sure hope he doesn't have any evil intentions. You better not try anything. You're a man, I'm a man, it could never work. You're just too man-shaped, and even if you wasn't, I'd soon find out you're not a woman as soon as you say, "My name's Hoseoff."
You've got a weird name.
So, you saved me from the outdoors, did you? Okay. Just as long as we understand each other, I don't intend to thank you for saving my life in any special way. Okay, let's hear your story. There's a legend that says something fell from the sky a long time ago. Ooh. Perhaps a calamity from the sky, known as Jenova? So, this must be the site where Jenova first fell onto the planet, and that's where Sephiroth is heading. Jenova's fall onto the planet must have severely damaged it, so all of the spirit energy is gathering to that one place. It's supposed to be helping the planet to heal, but Sephiroth is going to use that heavy concentration of spirit energy so he can summon the meteor down, and that is not good. We're going to have to try and get to the crater. But to do that, we're going to have to try and get through all the snow. And this guy, he's going to try and give us a few tips on how to survive in the cold. In the next video, we're going to be putting them to use. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.